Okay, welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be doing a 10-minute versus 1 hour versus 1 day Scratch game project. Let's get started. Okay, starting the timer for 10 minutes. Let's go. Okay, so the idea is going to be so Scratch can just fly around because I don't have much time to think here. Okay, now I'm going to make him be able to fly. Okay, so I got the flying good. Okay, now I'm going to make him change costumes whenever he flies. Okay, now it works. Let me make the background. Okay. So now I'm making the enemy, which is going to be a tank. And now let's start coding. Okay, well, the game is not that good. All it is just a tank moves around and you can fly around. Not much, but here it is. This one is going to be a lot better, trust me. Okay, starting the timer. So basically the idea for this one is going to be you're a penguin and you have to build your colony up and you can just do various things. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to have time to do all this, but I think it'll be cool if I do. Okay, for this one, I'm going to do pixel art. Wait, that actually looks so good. What? And I say it looks a lot like it. Now I'm just going to make the walking animation. Okay, well I think I have the walking animation done. Now let's actually make him be able to walk. Okay, I think this is pretty good. Okay, instead of making it side view, it's going to be like top down, basically. You'll just have to see what I mean. Okay, now I'm going to build snow huts that you can place. I think that's going to be a pretty cool feature. Okay, well it's not perfect, but I think it's good enough. Okay, now I'm going to make the door. Okay, I think this is pretty good looking. I'd say so. Okay, now I'm going to add collision to the hut. Okay, collision works. That's good. Oh, but you can also get stuck. Okay, now I'm going to make a menu to buy stuff from and build stuff with. Okay, this is the code for it, and it works. It's a bit slow, but I don't have time to spare on it. Okay, now let's decorate it a bit. I'm gonna make a button to buy the igloos, or snow houses, whatever you want to call them. Okay, and this doesn't really seem to be right, so I have to fix that. Okay, now let's make it disappear when it goes all the way up here. Okay, this should work. And it doesn't. Okay, I see the problem I made here. Okay, good enough for a 1 hour game. Okay. Now, let me actually make it do something. So I'm gonna make it broadcast a message. And when I receive igloo made, it's gonna make a clone of itself. Okay. Seems to work well. Oh. Okay, well, I know what is happening. The clones are making clones of themselves, but I don't know why. Okay, you know what? Let's just add some music. Okay, I'm gonna go to Pixabay to get music. Okay. Okay, let's test it out. Let's make it a bit quieter. Okay, I think this is good. Okay, we do not have much time left. Okay, well, I have no idea how to fix it, and whatever. Okay, so the timer just ended, and it's not that good, but I only had 1 hour to make it, so let me show you what it's like. Okay, so this is called Penguin, and let's begin. So, this plays this nice song. We have the top menu right here. You can either make an igloo or a new penguin. And yeah. Yeah, you can have a ton of penguins. And the igloo glitches out. I don't really know why. Then you can look inside of the igloo. So yeah. There's nothing inside of them yet, but if I ever work on this more, then I'll add that. So yeah, that's my 1 hour scratch game. Now let's move on to the 1 day one. This one is gonna be crazy. Okay, so the idea for the next project was basically you make paintings and then you sell them, get money, and then you can buy upgrades, such as better paintbrushes or like just better tools. You can get boosts, which boosts how much money you get, and yeah. So first, I made the paintbrushes and made it have an animation. And then I coated it. And here it is drawing. I then gave it sizes that you could change. Then I made the canvas that you paint on. And then the palette board. I then made buttons that changes the color. Next, I made the background. So I then made the menu, which is going to have different paintbrushes that you switch to that have different sizes, and then it also has the eraser in it. I also tried making a text engine, but that failed, but I will come back to that later. But then I made a side menu where you take your orders. So how this works, when you click the sell button, you get an order which is randomized, which can be either $1 to $1 million. But the more money the order is, the more rare it is. And here's the massive block that it takes to do that. Then I made the trash button, which deletes everything on the paper. I also added sound effects. And then for the background, I added clouds. I then made a title screen, which I'll change the name later. Eventually, I added big brushes and small brushes and just different brushes in all sizes. I added a store to where you're going to be able to buy new art mediums and new backgrounds and new colors. I also worked on the next map. I tried making a text engine again, but failed. So remember the sell button from before? Well, I changed it into a person that you would sell to, and it would have about like 20 different sprites that it would change into, or that it could be. And it was randomized who you would get. And here's the third background, a basketball court. At this point, I started making new mediums. So I made it to where when you tap on the person, it immediately sells a painting, and it shows how much money you get from it. Eventually, after many times of trying and failing, I eventually made a number counter, which is basically just like a text engine, but it's just for numbers. Thanks to GirthPatch for the tutorial. Then I actually made you holding the correct medium instead of you just holding a paintbrush the whole time. I then made a new background, which was a town. And then I made a city. I also made a bubble to where it shows what they want you to draw. And then I added a wallet to where it said where your money was. In my new background, there was a background painting that whenever you painted on the main painting, it would show what you're drawing in the background painting. And then I added the color black, or not exactly added it, but made it work, because before it didn't work. When you get a bonus, you kind of don't notice because it doesn't say, so I showed a thing that said how much money you get from your bonus. And then I made an end screen, which shows credits and just says congratulations. Making the credits appear and then go off the screen is pretty simple. And here it is. I made a phone which shows like how much the people like you and star ratings, but it doesn't actually do anything. I just thought it would be cool. I made a tutorial for people who've never played the game before, and I think it's pretty good. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.